up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I'm Chris Chapman.
I'm Shawnee Dunbar, and you are rocking with the underdog.
With the underdog. What's good with you?
That pause
Yeah, I put the fake claps in there.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm feeling good, feeling great, especially about our guest tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. We definitely got some soul in the building. This one, I was surfing, and I heard a sultry voice.
Oh.
And so then I had to hit him up. I was like, "Yo, who is this dude, man?" I posted him first, and then I was like, "You know what? Let me try to get the homeboy on the underdog." So
yes.
we got my man Saeed on in the building. He's done a whole bunch of things. I can't wait to talk to him. Bring him in, Shawnee.
Let's bring him in. I'm excited.
Oh wait.
Hi. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Okay. My man shining right now.
I'm trying.
I see you. You got that, what was that, NBA hat right there?
No, it's Capital Games. It's a company that be hooking me up sometimes.
Okay. Capital Gains. Shout out to Capital Gains.
Yes.
That's a nice look right there.
Yeah, we like the good merch.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to in these streets.
I got a jean jacket.
Big boy gotta look good. You know what I mean?
I got a jean jacket that'll go with.
Oh no, he plotted on
You're in
we can swap,
I'm already plotting, man.
I see.
Love it. So, Saeed, we want to know about your journey from the very beginning. When did you start singing?
Because let's start off first. But before we even start that, you're one of 21 kids?
Yeah, my pops was old.
Wow.
My pops was old. Yes, there's a lot of us. Not the same mom, different moms.
Different mom.
Same.
All right, I'm just curious. How many different mothers?
5.
Yeah, pops was a hoe. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
No judgment.
Nah,
he lived a good life. He took care of them.
So since we're going there, right? I'm assuming he was singing to all the ladies, and he's where you got your voice.
I mean, he probably did sing to them. I don't know if it was good. I got my voice from my mom.
Okay.
She's the beast.
Got it.
Okay. So you started off early in the choir?
Pretty much, at 6 years old, my mother kind of realized I could sing. I mean, she knew earlier, but that's when she started taking me in. Okay, do this part. And at that time, I was a damn near soprano. So she was doing BB. She was BB, and I was Cece. It was really fun.
Okay.
But that's how I started singing. Then I gradually started doing the church stuff, and I went from being in the choir to leading the choir, then directing the choir. So it was just gradual steps, you know what I mean? But it's a good stepping stone, if I may say so myself.
No,
now your boy is pretty good, you know what I mean?
A lot of people start that way, and some people stay, some people don't. But for the most part, it's a very good stepping stone. And when I heard your voice, I played that clip, no lie, I played that clip a good 10 or 15 times, man. And
what song was I singing?
All? It was the one when you were sitting
with George.
Yeah, you were sitting with some dude behind you.
Yeah. Okay.
And you were doing your thing, and then I searched through your gram a little bit, and then I saw you did something. You did Whitney Houston done a remake of, or you sung it over, what have you.
Yeah.
And then I did some more research. Then I found out that you had the album out or whatever, and then I started playing that, and I'm just, man, that's in my rotation right now, brother. For real.
Thanks, man. I'm trying out here in these streets. But
so how do you get from the church to writing a Grammy award winning song?
Listen, a lot of work. I mean, I started writing songs for people in the hood, little groups that we try and do stuff. And then I was in a group and I started, writing songs for the group. And then, we're about to get signed to Universal. One of the group members F that up. Because, one of his cousin's boyfriend, hooked him up with a deal, but it wasn't really a deal. They just had him sitting. And it never came out. So he messed up our situation for that. Long story short, I stopped the group stuff. I was like, yeah, I'm tired of doing all the work anyway. Let me go focus on writing. Okay. So while I was writing for other people, then it was like, oh, let's try and do a gospel album. And I was like, I mean, why not? I ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily want to do gospel, but sure. But then all the songs they kept giving me was like Fred Hammond. I was like, yo, there's already a Fred Hammond. I get mad at people who try and act like Fred Hammond.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, maybe I'm just stick to writing. I'll have my open mics in Jersey and in Brooklyn, and I just chill. You know what I mean? That's how I get my singing out. You know what I mean? So that's what I would focus on writing, and I was writing songs for other people. Then the first thing I got was Trinity 5-7. It was a gospel album. Yeah. I did 2 songs with them, and we got nominated for a Grammy. Okay. Then we worked with Durant the Clock. I started with the gospel stuff first because I didn't have no management at the time, so I was doing it literally myself. And it was just relationships. People like, yo, I need you for something. And I would just go and knock it out. Then came Layla Hathaway. And that was big for me because, I love Layla Hathaway. I'm obsessed with Donnie. I'm obsessed with Donnie, period. So, and when I was younger, I couldn't put 2 and 2 together. Like, I loved her, but I didn't know that was, her father. Like, that's Donnie Hathaway. So when she came to the studio, I was, man, cool. You know what I mean? I was playing it cool, but I was screaming like a little biatch inside. I was like, oh shit. So, you know what I mean? So I was excited. Can we curse?
Yeah, you good. You good.
So I was like, oh shit. And I was like pissing my pants. And then now she's my friend. So, it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I love it.
So that's what I got the Grammy from, working on her project.
Okay. So now you're single solo artist. How did you end up doing the 4?
I was on Instagram and I post my little singing videos and people be like, oh my God, you're so dope, or I like it, and show love or whatever. And this one guy just kept, yo, I got a new show. Then I know that he looking for talent. Called the 4, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? I did the American Idol thing before. I was like, yeah, not really my thing. They want to get in your business. I ain't got, they want me to have problems. Like, my mom's a crackhead.
Right? He was like, oh, I did American Idol before,
Yeah,
so,
I'm good. You know what I mean? Because they want you to have problems. They want to know your mom's a crackhead. You sing because you was a crack baby, and shit like that. I was like, I ain't got that. I ain't got the story. I mean, I got struggles, but that ain't it. So I just was like, nah. And then he hit me up for like 3 months straight. And then finally I told my writing partner, I was like, yo, dude, just keep hitting me up, asking me to go on some damn show the 4. He was like, look up the 4, fool. See what the show is. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I pulled up the show. I was like, DJ Khaled, Diddy, Megan Trainor. Oh, that's cool. I was like, I'm good. I don't think I would. I said, they're not looking for a big nigga like myself. I'm good. He was like, how would you know unless you go? Go. And I was like, no. So I fought him like 2 days. He was like, go. I was like, fine. Let me see.
So how was the audition process for that?
I stood right in front of my computer, sung 3 songs, and sent it in. Then I literally 3 days later, I got a call. Like 2 days before Thanksgiving, and 3 days after Thanksgiving, I was on set.
Wow. And then your first performance, you made Megan Trainor cry.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like, oh my God, why is she crying? Like, it freaked me out. But then I was like, my friend had to pull me to the side, like, fool, she felt something. I was like, but in that moment, I'm freaking out. First of all, nobody knows, but it was like 3:00 in the morning, 3:30 a.m. that I got on the stage. Yeah. I've been up since 6. Okay. Wow. So I was backstage sleeping before I got on. because there was a whole bunch of recordings and different things happening. So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So I get on the stage. I'm like, whatever you do, don't do nothing falsetto. It may not come out, nigga. Chill. Chill. So I sung and I said, once I was finished, I was just relieved. So I entire. So I didn't have like the oh my god, I didn't have the experience of it until I watched it.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Such a beautiful rendition of Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is not a person everyone can, sing her song.
I studied that lady since I was like 3 years old. Like I would literally study every note, every harmony, and then when the voice changed, puberty happens, and I can't hit the notes high. I started figuring out, okay, how do I sing it and still give it the same feeling that she gives it? You know what I mean? And then when I met her, then that kind of solidified everything for me. I literally chased her down 2 blocks in Manhattan, 2 Manhattan blocks. I mean, the side streets is a little easier than the regular, like depending on where you at. She was at Virgin Megastore, and I bought my CD from FYE, so I had it the day before. So I know all the words. I'm in the store singing it, and she looks up and she's like, she pointed at me. I was like, it's me. I'm losing my shit. I'm like, what is me? And I'm singing. I said, keep singing, nigga. Maybe she might pull you down. Because I wrote a letter and everything and gave it to the first person in line. I was like, listen, if you don't give us a letter, I might fight you. I'm like, no disrespect, mom. Because he was with his mama. I was like, no disrespect, mom. She was like, listen, kid, I got you. Relax. So I saw him give the letter. I was like, okay, cool. Then when it was over, they pulled her out one side, and I was like, okay, everybody waiting on this side. She coming out this one. So I was standing there with this other guy. We just chilling or whatever. Then she came out, and I started running. I was like, Whitney, read the letter. Now I'm out of breath, but I was like, I can't let this moment go. So homeboy started singing, and I just wanted to tell her to read the letter. But he started singing. I was like, I said, she don't want to hear that. Because he didn't sound that great. And then I started singing. And she and her Bobby Brown's sister, I forgot which one, but they jumped out the car. The security jumped out the car. Like, you better sing, brother. I was like, what did he said I could sing? And that's all I needed. That was it.
And that's the part. That's the part now that I really believe that most artists, they're missing that struggle. That part of going to the music store and soliciting their stuff, and just because today now you can get in front of your computer, sing, or you could rap in front of your computer, and that's it. And there's no grind, there's no soul, there's no flavor behind what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
And then the fan connection ain't the same. It's now it's like the fans feel like they're on, like they feel like we're on the same level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, no, that's somebody that you look up to. You know what I mean? There's a certain way you deal with somebody who you love. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Nowadays, everybody got opinion. I mean, but that's social media.
Yeah.
It goes with the,
so
comes with the territory.
You've done a little bit of everything, right? So where would you rather place yourself? Do you like doing background more? Do you like being in front? Do you like writing more? Which one that really floats your boat?
Singing really does it for me, but I love writing too. Backgrounds, that's just fun. You know what I mean? Like I love singing backgrounds. And I don't know if I necessarily want to sing background for people anymore. I don't think unless it's like somebody who's like, a Whitney Houston or somebody like that. If Aretha Franklin came and told me, hey, I need you to sing background, I'm gonna sing background. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not gonna say no. So it depends on who it is, but singing is definitely it. That's
how
how I compensate.
Experience with Chrisette Michelle.
Chrisette, that was cool. Actually, the person who in the group where I told you left the group, he kind of introduced me to.
So
he introduced me to her.
So she got a history of messing up.
Well, hold on. She didn't have nothing to do with it. She wasn't the person that left the group. He was, and he introduced me to her and her team. And,
okay.
And her, ex-husband or whatever.
Okay.
So that's how I met her.
Were
And
you
then
around? Were you around when she went through that whole this with the inauguration and all that?
no, I think we kind of lost touch. You
Okay.
know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. She's doing my thing. I'm quite sure. I mean, I've seen her like a couple of my posts, but we don't follow each other, so I don't necessarily know what she know. But I pray for her and make sure, hope that better decisions next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was a really a big fan of hers, and then it just
No, you got to understand. Like she, I think she had a reasoning for it, and I don't think it was malicious. And technically, we only see what we see because at the end of the day, she was just there as a feature to the actual artist who got, you know, what you call it. We just ignored him and went for her because we didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? We knew her. So that she was just there, like, okay, well, maybe if this is your reason for doing it, and I believe that you want to show the whole connection of being, bringing love. I mean, even though he's full of hate, let's do it. I get what she was thinking. I don't think it was the right time.
no, it wasn't the right time.
Yeah,
I don't think it was the right time at all. And
yeah,
and then honestly, we were going through a very touchy transition period where every time we looked up, we saw one of our black
dying.
stars that we look up to, hanging out or and not that these people didn't hang out with him before because
Yeah.
he had a lot of he had a lot of people that hung out with him before, but it was just a little different this time. And
I mean, the reason why it's different is because now you're the president of the United States, and now we know what you really think about. You know what I'm saying? Before, you was just a rich dude who we know,
yeah,
how to do
Right.
business, and that's why people were voting for him because they're like, yo, he a businessman. He gonna
yeah,
take this country, to another level. And actually, he took us down the ship.
yeah, yeah.
He's been
But
impeached twice.
listen, that's a special man. I don't.
Special, special.
I like like I don't hate nobody. I don't have a hateful bone in my body. But that man, I was like, I can't. I hate you. I don't understand why. I mean, I know why, but
Yeah,
I don't understand how I can't shake the disdain for the way you move, and then you act like a child. Like you on
Yeah.
Twitter having fits. Like I ain't never seen a president do that. And there's some presidents that we hated,
it's adults.
but they ain't never did that. Defy the
You're right.
entire country.
You're right. You're
You
right.
got to be a special motherfucker to do that.
So who did the production on this latest album that's out?
I got my boy Zubari. He his name was Young Audio, but he got an artist name. It's changed. It's Bari now. But he did a lot of stuff. I got Trey Tobin on the album. I got the guys who wrote Run to You. They
Oh,
literally gave me permission. We did a song together too, outside of the Run to You song. So that's on the album. My boy Champ, he used to work with Jerry Wonder. So I got a lot of good people on
My guy, Jerry
yeah,
Wonder.
there. Yeah.
That's my
you're
guy.
you're very comfortable in front of the camera, as we can all tell, right?
I mean, I try.
I saw you on one of my favorite, I would say my second favorite show on YouTube.
Correct.
This is my first show, but my second favorite show is the Terrell Show.
That's my guy. Terrell. I met Terrell via Instagram. And then my manager was like, "Yeah, you should be on the show." And then I saw the show and I was like, okay. But then I met him and I was like, oh, he crazy. He crazy. He hella cool. And my nigga always got a good drink. So I was like, that's my boy. You know what I mean? But he's genuinely a dope person. You know what I'm saying? You come to LA, you meet the funny acting, and it's usually the ones who come to LA, not the
Right,
ones who live here.
right, right.
The ones who come to LA, they think they have to act Hollywood. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you automatically expect, okay, I'm not gonna really rock with this person. I'm just gonna do my job and chill. But like I text and we call each other like, yo, you good? All right. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
that's our friendship. So he's really cool. I enjoyed it. I did the episode twice.
yeah, I know. So I'm like, were you more nervous doing song association or the four?
Um, you know what? Song Association. The four, I think I was too tired for the four. Like all the work that we was doing behind the scenes. I was like, yo, I just want to go home. I was like, just give me about 3 episodes. You know what I mean? Try it, please. You know what I mean? Let me sing some. Because I don't think y'all want me anyway. I just kept, that was in my mind. Like, okay. But then after the first episode, I was like, okay, maybe I should do this. You know what I mean? So it was pretty cool. But trying to remember words and songs is a lot.
It is a lot. That's really cool. So you have that album. Well, I have to say, like, my favorite song on your Two Sides album is Fool for You. So I'm hoping, I don't know how much you're gonna sing today, but I'm hoping.
All right. Whoa.
I see what I can do.
We got some requests around here.
I got a request.
I mean, see the way my voice is set up today, it might sound like I've been smoking weed and a couple of things, but I sing a little bit of something, little pieces.
Okay.
I bless you.
Okay. So before we touch on that, influences coming up.
Donny Hathaway, Aretha Franklin, Whitney Houston, Anita Baker, Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, Marvin Gaye, birthday twin, the Clark sisters, Fred Hammond, John B. Key, Commission period. Who else? Brandy, love her. Layla, Faith Evans, Carl Thomas.
Everybody that you mentioned, I hear it in you.
Yeah, like,
every last person.
Listen, when I say I'm a student, I'm a student. I literally sit down and study everybody. Now I don't study to sound like them, but I study to take a piece and create who I am. You know what I mean? So that's why you probably hear a whole bunch of niggas. Like, he sound like all of them.
You can sing anything.
Listen, that was my goal. I was like, I don't want, if somebody told me to come sing a country song, I won't be able to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody said, come sing a pop song. Of course, I'm gonna give you a little soul, but I wouldn't be able to do it. So.
Okay. Let's get the mood right. Hold on.
Oh Lord! I've never seen this man say ambiance. You
are the first person I ever said an ambiance.
Listen, I ain't mad at it.
All right, so
let's see. What do I want to sing? And should I do it acapella or add music? That's the question.
Whatever you want to do, brother, I'm here for it. I'm here. You see my mood. I'm here for it. I wish I had my candles.
Let's see what I could do. There's a Donny Hathaway song that I love. Okay. So if I'm gonna sing anything, it might be that. Okay. Let's see if it plays good. Hold on. Loud it up. For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight till the last minute. Out my hand, and my heart will be there. Oh, for all we know. This may only be a dream. We come and we go like the ripples of a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. Let me finish. For all we know. For all we know.
That boy good.
Throw something at you. Oh.
Oh, right at the end, really, we were doing so good.
That boy good.
Look, I can go at the end.
That was beautiful.
So what's next what's next for you?
I got a single coming out that's a little crazy. Video coming out that's a little crazy. I'm doing it. I have a show on Instagram called The Mic Check. You know, so I've been doing that every Sunday at 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern. I mean, on the East Coast. But you know, I've been doing that. I've been writing for other people. I got some Christmas stuff that I just put out. So I can't complain. Even though it's a pandemic, I've been working. So I'm thankful. You know what I mean? So I'm just staying busy. I'm putting out an EP. I got a tribute I did for, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter thing. So that's gonna come out soon. So, and I got some live stuff, like a live stream concert thing that I'm trying to put together. You know, it's gonna be take a little time, but by April it'll be out.
Okay.
Are you still doing the performances for like people's birthdays and like the Zoom stuff?
Doing weddings and birthdays and stuff now. Depending on where it is, I'm like, where you at? I'm streaming. I don't know about coming, you know what I mean? Depending on where it is. So,
okay.
A lot of birthday requests and weddings. I've been getting a lot of weddings. I mean, all my shows kind of like went away until like I know the next one might be Valentine's Day. Then after that, it's a summer thing. I have a whole bunch of little summer things. So,
well, I'm putting a bid in for April. My birthday's in April.
Oh, April what?
Chris's birthday's in April. I'm April 15th.
I'm April 2nd.
Oh, come on, Aries.
Aries all day.
See, all the Aries in here.
I'm April 16th. I'm April 16th.
Okay. See, it's a beautiful thing. We're good people. That's all.
We are.
We're great. We have great Mariah, Aretha. We have great people. Shaka.
Yes.
You know, Marvin. You know what I mean? He's born on my day. You know what I'm saying?
Your birthday twin. Right.
So, like, it's serious.
So do you have any advice, any inspiration for the underdog?
Listen, I have a lot. But one thing that I always tell people, like even when I vocal coach, I have students and stuff, and I'll be like, if this is what you want to do, this industry, it's very important to know who you are before you get in it. Because if you don't, they will tell you who you are. And that's when things get tricky. So it's important that you know who you are and what you came to accomplish, and go for it. You know what I'm saying? And don't get sidetracked by the okey doke and the money, because everybody's your friend until they're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's important to know the difference, because sometimes you actually can find a true friend or your industry friends. You know what I mean? You have to know the difference and then move accordingly. You know? So it's important that you study what you do, you know, and be very diligent in making things happen. Like, don't play around. You know what I mean? If this is what you want to do, go for it. Period. No, let me stop.
Period, Pooh.
So where can the fans find you?
You can find me at SR Soul on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, where else? Everywhere. YouTube. Just put SR Soul, I'll pop up.
Okay. Yo, man, thank you so much for coming on the Underdog, man. This
Thanks
was
for having me.
delightful, and I'm glad you I'm glad you said yes.
Listen, I always show love.
I appreciate it though. Oh, before you leave, can you say this is Saeed and I'm rocking with the Underdog?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Saeed, and you see, I always mess up when it's time to do that. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Saeed, and I'm rocking with the Underdog.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you.
Right,
Pleasure.
Y'all take care.
All right now.
Later.
I love him.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
I hope he comes back, because I have requests and I need them sung.
So, again, people, sign up. Come on, hit us up in the DM, man. Come up on the Underdog and come hang out with us for a little while, man.
See, we're fun.
A little bit. We trying to do something a little bit different, and that boy good.
That boy good. Excited. He sang real good. Love it.
Well, we out of here. Much love to you guys. Signing off. And hit that subscribe button, like button, comment, and all that other good stuff.
And share with everyone. People need to see this.
And I keep telling y'all, it's free.
$3.99.
Free.
People still say that? $3.99?
Yeah, they still say it.
Yeah, well, $3.99.
Peace.
Bye.